On our first day, Kayra and I decided to visit the most famous landmark in Panama, the Panama Canal.
Esta es la Avenida Balboa. Vamos para la Marina de Flamenco for our canal tour.
We're going out to a little island that is basically the mouth of the Panama Canal.
Mira, Las Conuñas de Balboa, en la izquierda. That's where I took my pictures in the Ballera. Right in this area.
Oh yeah, where's the big Panama sign? Right there. There's your Panama sign.
Guys, it does feel surreal driving here again. It's been quite the years, but this used to be where I would commute almost daily, but it feels a little surreal. In a good way.
And here we are in Avenida Amador. They're having like a little bicycling event. Lots of bicycles.
I think it happens on the weekends. People just do this for fun. It's a little hard because they pretty much have the right of way. They're having fun. So you just have to watch for cars and them.
In front, the colorful building is the Bio Museum, designed by Frank Gehry, who also brought us the Hideous Experience Music Project in Seattle, and the famous museum in Bilbao that's featured in James Bond. Oh, that's the Bio Museo.
This is el Causeway. Este es el famoso Causeway de Panamá.
The Amador Causeway connects 4 islands, and it's 6 kilometers, 3.7 miles long. It was built from the rock that was taken out of the Panama Canal during its construction. It had to be put somewhere. Also at its base is the former Fort Amador, which was a U.S. military base built to protect the canal, although it was closed down after the canal was turned over to Panama in 1999. When we reached the Flamenco Marina at the end of the causeway, we boarded a bus which took us to the city of Gamboa, Lake Gatun, in the middle of the canal. Welcome to the Panama Canal in Gamboa.
Yes, so
right down here.
dredging division was here, and I used to work in the procurement office of the dredging division, and I did that for about a year, and then I transferred over to personnel in the classification branch.
Lake Gatun is an artificial lake created by damming the Chagres River when they built the canal. This is Civic Queen, and we're getting ready to depart. Here we are at the world-famous dredging division. This is where Kayra at work before moving to the United States.
We observe here at 11 o'clock one of our...
The fare to transit the Panama Canal varies by weight, anywhere from $1,760 for a small sailing vessel to hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars for a large cargo vessel. A man named Richard Halliburton famously swam the Panama Canal and paid a grand total of 36 cents. Now we are going through the famous Culebra Cut, where over a decade, millions of tons of earth were blown up, dug out, and drug out of here. In fact, over 20,000 people died during the unsuccessful French attempts to build the U.S. in the 1880s. Later, in 1904, the United States took over the effort. They put a lot more work into eradicating diseases, but still 5,000 workers died. The Puente Centenario, or the Centennial Bridge, was built in 2004 for the 100th anniversary of Panama. It is just the second permanent crossing of the Panama Canal. There are 2 sets of locks on the Pacific or the southern side of the canal, originally built in 1904, from 1904 to 1914. We are approaching the San Miguel locks here, the first set. Also to the right, which you can't see in this video, are the new locks, which were finished in 2016 for larger vessels.
Well, look at the gates. They're V-shaped, so the pressure is on the hinge on both ends. The gates close. But midsection of the gate up, they're hollow inside. Midway down, they are sealed. Shot of the locomotives here to your left. Good shot of the gates ahead of us. And you should go turn around and get a nice picture there. I get a picture with the gates behind you. Selfie right there, the lady in the gray. You see? 2 minutes, that's all it takes for the gates open. Son 2 minutos.
It's fascinating, honey.
At the center wall, el maestro de cruz está en el muro central. He's the one who's going to call the shots here while we wait. Este será la persona encargada de la operación mientras esperamos, ¿sí?
We were the first vessel into the locks, but we had to wait a while for the other ships to be tied up, including this rather nice yacht.
Bird Pearl playing in there next to us. Right there. Panama. The ladies have for sale there in the area of the bar.
Once the ships are in position, it takes about 10 minutes to drop the water level from the level of Lake Gatun to the level of Lake Miraflores. Normally it's about 31 feet. However, today was 26 feet due to the low water levels in Lake Gatun, which is currently affecting transit as they have to limit the number of vessels coming through in order to save water.
Is there someone inside those locomotives? The answer is they better be.
Line handlers.
Side 139. You can see my guy there, you can see him a little bit better. With the sun right now, you can't barely see my co-worker there at center 135. So in a bit here, you'll see my co-workers beginning to assist the vessel. So let's get ready here. Vamos a mirar hacia atrás y la pregunta que hicieron uno de los visitantes es si hay alguien dentro de Gatun esta locomotora. La respuesta es claro que sí. Vemos ahí hacia atrás la lateral 1, la 135, ahí se puede apreciar un poquito mejor compañero. En la otra no se aprecia mucho, ya que el sol ahí, la sombra, un poquito distinta.
After crossing the mile or so long Lake Miraflores, we approach the Miraflores locks, which open out to the Pacific Ocean. This time we have to wait for about a half an hour for the cargo vessel to catch up to us, which he finally does.
That's all it is. Esto es sencillo, señores. La regla del 3. Estados Unidos represa los ríos y crean 3 lagos artificiales. Gatun, Miraflores, Pedro.
The Miraflores locks have 2 chambers in order to get us the 51 feet down to the level of the Pacific Ocean, so the entire procedure must be done twice. I decided to taste test the local beers while waiting.
Alrighty, guys, there it is. Here we go. Ricos.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love your questions. I love them. What do we put in place when we take the gates that are facing the ocean? A floating casing. Oh, yeah. Hay compuertas flotantes que se ubican en la entrada del Pacífico del Caribe si hay que darle mantenimiento a las compuertas. All right, watch yourself. Remember, we're next to this beautiful guy here. Watch your guys, your equipment overboard. Watch yourself, and here we go. Estamos listos. At the count of 3, I'll ask you all to cheer for those guys. guys up there in that visiting center, yes, and we're almost done. Now, one more drop to go. Bueno, a la cuenta de tres, quiero que saluden a todos los turistas allá arriba en el centro de visitantes. Ya nos falta un descenso más.
The Miraflores lots also have a visitor center from which tourists watch the operation of the canal and cheer and wave as we pass by.
You drop again.
Well, at least this time he's up there. He's already caught up with us at least.
The upper lock chamber to the left of the control house. You're on the
And now we get ready to enter the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, here we go.
We're on Por favor.
Fish, you better get out of here. So I'm assuming
This time, the catamaran leaves first.
is the captain from here, or not the captain, the pilot. He's got the walkie-talkie.
Oh, yeah.
Caballero, ¿recuerdas? This is the yacht that was right next to us.
That's our next boat.
James wants a boat like that. It looks amazing. They're leaving.
Maybe something a little bigger.
They're leaving now.
At least we have gas.
And then here we go. It's our turn. And off we go. Going into the Pacific Ocean.
And so I have to keep changing my glasses. I can't have my dark glasses on.
We soon come upon the harbor. Many ships are actually dropping off their cargo to be taken across the isthmus on rail, which is much more expensive. This is due to limitations in the number of ships allowed to cross the canal right now. However, going clear around South America not only takes much longer, but is about 5 to 7 times more expensive, even with the considerable fees being charged across the canal. We soon pass into the open Pacific Ocean under the Puente de las Americas, or the Bridge of the Americas. This was built in 1962 and was actually the first time Panamanians could drive from western to eastern Panama. Before then, they had to take a ferry across.
things like that, okay? Vemos la lancha aquí acercándose.
Vessels are not allowed to transit the canal by themselves and are given a pilot. Here we have to wait for the launch to come and pick up the pilot for our boat. Pilots is a very prestigious job and take up to 12 years in order to reach that position, and can make over $400,000 a year, which is quite high by Panamanian standards. But then again, they have a lot of responsibility for hundreds of millions of dollars worth of cargo. It is now nearly 5 o'clock as we approach the Flamenco Marina, where we left this morning at 9:30, so it's been quite a long day. We enjoyed it, but we're looking forward to getting back.
Hey, saludos, Claro, hey guys, double check your surroundings for your personal good.
Of course, we couldn't leave without Kayra posing for a picture with our guide, who referred to her all day as my coworker. And with that, our trip to the Panama Canal is over. If you liked our video, which I assume you did if you watched all the way through, don't forget to press like and press subscribe if you want to follow along with our further adventures. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.